So yeah. KH Oops or K Hoopsta asks, "Do you believe in the Let's Play curse? Have you watched any of my videos ever?" Yes, I believe in them. I do not normally play like that. I promise you, people. I mean, I play like that sometimes, but not all the time. Pirate Cheese 13 asks, "No teabag and Spartan update." I forgot all about those actually. I haven't actually like touched my Xbox in a really, really, really long time. I haven't played a video game in a really, really, really long time. So I should probably get on that. S.A. Clank 007 asks, "What characters do you like to play in as Super Smash Bros. Brawl?" I play as Falco, Toon Link, and I guess Sonic? Although I don't really play as him often, but I can if I have to. What do you think about the Ratchet and Clank games? I almost actually LP'd one of them, but then I realized that I'm really rusty at those games, so I'm practicing them up actually. Very slowly, but I am, and I do like those games very much. I find them to be very fun. Kaguraru 2020, I butchered your name, I'm sorry, asks, what's your opinion on the Suda51 games? The guy behind No More Heroes. I love his games. They're great. Killer 7 was awesome. I want to play, it's like called Michigan, I think. It's some survival horror game. I really want to play that game. I love the No More Heroes series. Pretty good. Ultra Impact asks, "What has two thumbs and loves this country?" I feel like this is a little Karibo reference. So I'm going to leave that at that. But yes, I do know what the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge series is and all that fun stuff, and I enjoy that. It is always a good time, indeed. Oh god, this is like already approaching the 20-minute mark. I'm feeling a two-parter. Uh-oh. Dean Dip asks, "Hi Dean, how are you? We haven't spoken in a while, I love you. If there is one video game that you could manage all the creation process behind, what would the game be about?" Now, I'm guessing you mean more of a specific thing, and not just like, could you make an entire, like, real-time strategy game by yourself? All the creation process. It would probably be one of those, like, artsy-fartsy games where pretty much just take the Neverhood and replace it with any other sort of character and not claymation, because I do not have the patience for that whatsoever. Yeah, that's pretty much like a story that unfolds through playing it. There's no real character dialogue or any of that stuff. You know, very vague and mysterious, and you play because you want to find out what's happening. Probably that. I could probably do that. And it would be more of like a puzzle game than like a first-person shooter or something like that. Super Smash Bros. Elite asks, "If you had 300 million sandwiches of assorted variety, what would you do with them?" Well, I promised you guys that I think I promised you guys that I'd make you sandwiches, so I guess I would kind of just hand them out to people. Uh-oh, Raspberry Ghost is flagged. And his question was, "Will you give me some cookies?" I think I actually already promised everyone I'd give you cookies, so you obviously will get a cookie. XX Dragon Ball Z X4X asks, last question, I will ask, "What is your dream job?" Well, I am a writer person, and I do enjoy writing stuff, so obviously I would like to have a career in some sort of artistry of the pen. Dream job, I would probably say pulling like a Harry Potter, getting something like that, and having a bunch of people like cream their pants over it in like movie form. I think that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty rad. But I think then again, everyone wants a movie made of whatever the fuck they're doing. I mean, really, who doesn't? Anyway, moving on before I get on a tangent. Coop Troop 171 asks, whatever happened to the old style of commentary you had, like the Moonwalking Bear, You Can't Do It, Captain, or the Clan of the Dick? I mean, it didn't really go away. It's just, it's kind of hard to, like, keep using it. I kind of just keep forgetting about it. I do try to use it every now and then, but sometimes it's just hard to put the reference into a game. Especially if it's like a game like Kingdom Hearts, and by the end of it, I'm just like, don't really want to, like, put that much thought into whatever I'm saying. I kind of just want to say whatever. If that makes any sense, I don't really know if it does. So yeah, there's your answer. Subtle as a gun asks, sex? Yes. Sex. "28 Smith and blah is asks, in Kingdom Hearts 1, what boss do you find the hardest? That fucking clockwork boss or whatever, the clock tower boss, the optional boss in Peter Pan. Fuck that guy. That guy is an asshole. No, just no. I will never have the willpower to beat any of the optional bosses in the game. Aside from the big scary ice beast dude, I could beat him. But aside from that, I can't really beat any of the other optional bosses. Trinidad Power asks, out of all the games you Let's Played, which one do you think was the best? Now this is different than... I don't know if this is supposed to be different than the other question about which was like my favorite to make. But the best, I'd have to say, was probably Minecraft, really. I mean, that's not really the best thing to think of, but yeah, that was probably... I think that went very smoothly from start to finish. There was, there were never really any lows in that. There was never a time where I was just like, I don't want to fucking do this anymore. Because I know whenever, like, I get in that mood with every game at some point, and I mean, normally it doesn't last for very long, but it's there, and then there's like those 3 or 4 episodes that just have like shit commentary. Jaden the Zero asks, my question is, are you into Gundam? I used to be. I used to love Gundam SD, I think that's what it was called, where they were like mini robots. I think I still have like a Gundam SD action figure somewhere. I used to like that. That was a cool series. I never really got into I kind of got into Gundam, but I never really watched every episode. The Darren SS asks, first, the second anniversary, are you going to break stuff? Like games? And consoles? Or something special like this? No, this is all that's happening for our 2-year anniversary, sadly. That is all that's happening. Second, what happened to game night? Every other month. Okay, bye. The Master Link T asks, what is your favorite system / favorite game on that system? That was a strange noise. I would have to say that my favorite system is a tie between the N64 and the PlayStation 2. And my favorite game on the N64 is either Silicon Valley, or Space Station Silicon Valley, sorry, my bad, or, I guess Ocarina of Time, just to cop out, because I don't feel like thinking. Yeah, I would have to say one of those two. I'm trying to think of all the games that I have. I have plenty of games that I really like to play a lot, but they're definitely not my favorite because they're kind of just I'm bored, let's dick around kind of games. Know what I'm saying, dog? I'll go into, I think it's WCW versus, New World Order, and I just go into that, and, I just rape people as Rey Mysterio for, an hour, but I wouldn't say that it's, my favorite game for the N64. And then, for PlayStation 2, just for convenience sake and time's sake, I'd have to say probably Kingdom Hearts 2. Again, because I don't really feel like thinking at the moment. Oh my god, I'm gonna stab myself if I don't stop yawning. The Palimander asks, just one question for now. How do you find out about all these ridiculously unknown games? A lot of them come from playing them as a child. I didn't really have a say in whenever I played, unless I rented a game, and that I was usually just like going by the box art and whatever the hell the title was. I used to love a bunch of really shitty games. Like one of my favorite games actually when I was really little, because my babysitter had an NES with like a crazy amount of games, and that's where I get a lot of the obscurity from. And then another whole bunch of the obscurities from my brother, because he was the one that bought any games that I had in my house. But my favorite game used to actually be both Silver Surfer and Fester's Quest. Those used to be two of my favorite games when I was very little. So I I don't know. I've always loved looking for those, like finding those games that not many people know about, and like finding like that like hidden gem. Many ways that I find them is I'll be watching some videos and like just in the related videos, like that's how I found out about the Neverhood. I was just watching some Let's Play and the related videos I saw Let's Play the Neverhood Chronicles, and then the name just struck me. And so I went and I watched one of the episodes, and then I watched an entire Let's Play of it, and that's how that worked. And then, you kind of just, you look for, like, any other games that involve the Neverhood in it, and it's just kind of like this big spider web, almost, of just finding stuff. It's fun to do. I find it fun to find obscure games. Dark Pulse 190 asks, Yay, I am up, yay for the upcoming Lot Wind Wakers, :D. Thank you for your question. Very thought-provoking. Lucky DZ, with a strange way to spell lucky. Will you ever finish Super Mario Superstar Baseball? I really wanted to say Super in front of Mario, but that is not how that title works. No, and I really don't plan on ever deleting those two episodes, because I find it really entertaining when people are like, they watch episode, they're like, what the fuck happened to episode 3? It entertains me, it gives me the giggles, so, I'm probably not ever going to bring that back up. And your second question is, can you do a Dragon Ball Z game after Wind Waker? No, I'm not a big Dragon Ball Z video game fan. Yeah. That's about that. Anime Man 10118 asks, opinion on Hollywood Undead? You asked that question already, you bastard! I'm not answering that again. Mr. Power 46 asks, I thought of a question. Have you ever heard of / played the Monkey Island series of games, and what are your thoughts on it, if so? Yes, I have heard of and played only one of the Monkey Island games, and I don't remember which one it was. But they're good. They're fun. They're your standard point-and-click adventure, obviously. They're a little different than a bunch of games, but, I like them. They're fun. I've never beaten one, though. I've never beaten one. And Anime Man 10118 asks, Hurricane Irene, is that the final boss? I gotta say, I did look at that question a bit earlier during Hurricane Irene, and it made me lol. But no, not the final boss. The final boss is the sun, and then its weakness is being punched in the face. So I recommend you all fly to the sun and punch it in the face so we can beat the final boss. And that's it. That is it. That is a great way to end this questionnaire of sorts. So that's it for me. I got like 40 minutes to try and record an episode of Wind Waker, so let's see how that goes. Fingers crossed. Just gonna record a quickie. Because I can. P-A-R-T-Y, because we have to. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for letting us have 2 awesome years of this, and here's to 2 more, to 3 more, to however many more I feel like doing. Woo! And thank you guys so much for the support and not being a bunch of douchebags when it came to that partnership. Personally, you could have been a douchebag and it didn't really matter to me. But thank you guys for not being douchebags, because that always makes everything a whole lot easier. So yeah, thanks for the support. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the questions. They're awesome. Made me lol from time to time. Very thought provoking. Especially you, Dark Pulse 190. Great question. I will see you guys in the first episode of Wind Waker, because I can guarantee that'll come out before I finish recording Crash Bandicoot, because that takes really fucking long. Adios!